Wednesday, June 19th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Had a very active day yesterday. A lot of showers and thunderstorms. I'll show you some of the storm reports coming up here in just a moment. Had a high of 80 in Greensboro yesterday, 85 in Raleigh and Elizabeth City, 84 in Charlotte, 70s up toward the mountains. Right now, a little bit of a cooler, drier air mass working slowly in from the north. Roanoke down to 62. It's 65 in Greensboro, but still 70 in Charlotte and Fayetteville this morning. Dew point temperatures slowly dropping from north to south across the region. Dew point down to 63 in Greensboro, 50s now for dew points in the mountains. And it's kind of going to be a theme as we go through the next couple of days. Now, there's your visibilities. Most sites are okay. There are some patchy areas of fog, especially up toward the northwest Piedmont. And any fog that's around shouldn't last too long this morning. Now, there's your storm reports from yesterday. Most of the reports of severe weather down in the parts of Georgia, South Carolina, and southernmost North Carolina. However, you had a clustering of some intense thunderstorms that moved through parts of the Piedmont, including a little bit northeast of Raleigh, around Rollsville. You had a tornado observed crossing Tarboro Road, near Harris Chapel Baptist Church. Had a lot of trees and power lines down there. I also had a separate report of a possible tornado there, or a funnel cloud at least, near County Line Road in Sharpsburg in Nash County. This was yesterday evening. Rain totals, a lot of us saw rain yesterday over the past 24 hours. Pretty good distribution of rain out there. Some folks with some locally heavy amounts of rain. Anywhere you see the brighter shading of green or yellow, those are the heavier totals. The lighter shades of blue, or of course where there's no coloring at all, that's where there was little to no rain. Here's the setup today. We've had one front move south of us. That's what's still causing those thunderstorms near the coast. Secondary little front moving in, and as that front arrives, there'll be just a few isolated showers across the foothills in the Piedmont and the mountains this afternoon, but I think most of us dry in North Carolina today once you're away from the coast. And then drier air just continues to build in. Now, notice a little low pressure along the coast. That could wind up causing some rainy weather by later tomorrow and Friday in the easternmost parts of the Carolinas. But for the foothills, the Piedmont, pretty good shape. In fact, look what the dew points look like here. 60s for most of our dew points, but look at these drier dew point temperatures off to the north, and those are going to try to work on in here at times. And we'll, at times, try to see some dew points dipping toward the upper 50s and certainly lower 60s here as we wrap up the rest of the work week. Now, in the tropics, I want to show you what's happening here. This is Tropical Depression number 2 down in the southern parts of the Bay of Campeche. This is the 5 a.m. Eastern Time advisory here on that system, where we have a pretty minimal system, 35 mile per hour tropical depression moving to the west-northwest at 9 miles per hour. This could become Tropical Storm Barry briefly before it moves into the mountainous Mexican terrain. And your spaghetti chart's in relatively good agreement of a west motion, and again, whether or not it becomes a tropical storm is kind of irrelevant. The big story is going to be flooding and mudslides with this down in Mexico. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday, and God bless.